Hi, Shazin.
Oh,
Thank you
Danny.
so much for being here and yeah, sharing, I guess, your journey a little bit with the Rewrite Your Story program. Maybe just to let people know who you are, you could just introduce yourself and share a little bit about where you were before joining this program.
Sure. Hello, everybody. So before I even get to rewrite your story, I'll just take it a step back and say that I've worked with Jaini before, and it was phenomenal. And hence, when she reached out to me for a rewrite, I didn't even blink an eye. Didn't know what was gonna happen, but I just said, yes, I will do the program because when I did Wild Fit with her, I think I went in blind as well then. And it worked out so phenomenally. And it really did change the way I looked at eating habits and patterns that when she reached out again, I was like, this should be good. Went in not knowing what to expect. And I was very pleasantly surprised, to be honest. I don't want to bring it out. I don't know if that's something I should do, but I wasn't expecting a lot of the things that were planned for that workshop, so to speak. So, Rewrite Your Story, I think, has worked really well for me so far in. I am able to relate better with myself, forget my eating habits, but first with myself itself. And I think it's really helping me see that I live by rules and I need to change that. So I have to do this. I need to do this. I should do this. Opposed to it's making me just go with the flow, which is a really good flow, by the way. It's making me make decisions without having to think about making decisions. I'm constantly thinking, oh, I need to plan my day. Oh, I'm going to eat this. Oh, I'm going to eat that. And I need to eat this snack. And I need to do this. And I need to do that. And I come here and I'm like, it's just sitting in my head somewhere behind that. This is how it needs to be done. I don't feel guilt in making some choices. I'm making better choices. Meal planning, which is part of this program. That's something I've been doing for a long time, but just to get it reinforced in my brain to say that it always helps with setting your week ahead for yourself. That has been good. But more than anything, just the ability to be able to go inside myself and uh, and look at the world from within me as opposed to being able to just see what so and so is doing or that one is doing and that should work for me and that should work for me. This program has actually really helped me to say you don't need to do what others are doing. You need to go back to your roots and your inner self and see what you think should work for you. And I think it works beautifully because the mind is more at peace, and when the mind is more at peace, you naturally tend to make better decisions. You're not comparing yourself to what society is putting out there to say, oh, intermittent fasting, so intermittent fasting, or no carbs, so no carbs. There is nothing like that, and that is the beauty of just working with Janie. I think on any program there is never, what do you weigh, how much do you weigh, has that changed, has that not changed. But at the end of the program you actually end up telling her, hey, things have changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the most beautiful part of it that I like. So yeah, in a nutshell,
Wow.
it is something different. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I think the most powerful thing that you shared there was just going back to your own inner wisdom, because we all have that inside of us. And we just need to find it after all the messaging that's been put on us to just go
Yes.
back to find your true self. What was the most surprising thing for you about this program and this journey you've gone on?
Okay, so like I said, I came in not knowing what to expect. So I was expecting, oh, tell me what breakfast, lunch, dinner was, but there's nothing like that. So it totally hit a different chord altogether or a different note altogether. The transformation sessions, I think, take the heart of this program. So to whoever that's going to do this program, I'd highly recommend do them as she asks you to do them, because that is where real change or real feelings or your internal or identifying with yourself actually happens. So for me, I wasn't expecting the hypnotherapy bit of it, but that is what really took me by surprise. And yeah, I wasn't a firm, I never believed in it, but when you do it, it just, I don't know, the feeling that I get is, how is this working? And I'm following the program, of course, but usually I'll set rules for myself. This week, this. But with going through these sessions, I find that I'm making these decisions without even thinking about them now, as opposed to let me open my book and see what I've planned for today. So just the
Yeah.
plan happens and it happens correctly is what I'm trying to say. So I'm happy to move away from, chains and saws, I'll call them that. You're tied down to, on this program. And I've done other programs, I've done other diet programs, so to speak. And I just get too bogged down with the pressure of reporting back on everything. So the best thing, again, I'll say is I report to myself, and there's nothing better than reporting to yourself, because that's where true change happens, is when you yourself can decide that what you're doing works for you or not. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Perfect. And I guess if you had to say in one sentence what this journey so far has been, because you're in week 4 now and we only have 1 week left. If you
Yeah.
were to describe it in one sentence, what would it be?
In one sentence, I would say it has been a very innovative journey internally. So it is discovery of new things. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because that's the whole purpose behind this is to approach this from the inside out. Um, in
Yes.
essence, yeah. All right, and I guess to wrap us off, what would you say to someone who's considering joining the next group but feels maybe hesitant or is not sure this is for them? What would you say to them?
Do it. Do it. Do it if you're going to do it 100% correctly. Do it. Yes. And especially if you've done other diet programs, it's a real eye opener to come back to something like this that helps you, visualize your life from inside and not from the outside. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah. And if you've done Wild Fit with Janie before, this is just going to make it so much more easier to kind of make your way of living the way it should be, because you have a lot of that enforced in you already, and this is now taking it up to the next level. So I think doing that earlier and then building on it has really been um, mind changing for me. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Shazin, for sharing what your experience has been. I love how you were like, I wasn't sure what to expect. This is not what I thought we were going to do. And yet it's had sort of the most profound change and shift internally for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely, most definitely.
perfect. Thank you so much. And we will chat soon.
Yes, will do. I'm happy to speak to anyone who wants to get to know more
There
from
you
a
go.
participant perspective. So
Open
yay,
invitation. Thank
open
you so much,
invitation.
Shazin.
Yeah. Take care, Janie. Bye
Bye.
bye.